Got the bad boys right here. What's going on, Milli Roaders? If this is not your first time tuning into a channel, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Before I continue with the video, I want to make sure I give a huge shout out to the Collection Florida for letting me come and review another car for you guys. If you're interested in purchasing a new car, please make sure you check them out. They have like 8 brands available in their dealership. So just make sure you check them out, contact them, send them an email, call them, whatever you got to do, get in contact with them. Make sure you tell them that I sent you, and that way they'll help you get in the car that you want. Also, if you're looking to purchase a domain or host a domain, please make sure to use my affiliate link below, and it'll take you to a HostGator site where I could get you up to 60% off on your domain purchase. Anyways, let's get started with the video. And today I'm going to be reviewing Jaguar I-Pace. And let's check this thing out. Hold up. I could have sworn I put it there. Hold on. Oh. Behind me, I have the Jaguar I-Pace. I mentioned before, it's fully electric, so it does have a different looking shape than most of the other cars, but it actually doesn't have that much of a different shape. It looks like an actual SUV. I think it has to do with the fact that it still has the front grille. They didn't try to change the front too much, so it doesn't stand out so much from the rest of the lineup of cars. So let's start with the front. Obviously, the grille that I've been talking about. The grille is super Jaguar, so that's what all the Jaguars have, and of course the Jaguar emblem in red. I think the front is very nice on this car. It looks fantastic, and since this is the Jaguar SE model, it does come with Jaguar's DRL headlights, which come with twice as many LEDs than it would with the standard S I-Pace. So that's very nice. So again, since this is the Jaguar SE, there's a few other things that come with this car that it does not come with the standard, and that is the power folding mirrors. So when you lock the door, the mirrors do fold closed, and when you unlock the door, they open up. So it's very nice. And of course, one of my favorite features on this car is the door handles. I love how they do hide when you lock and unlock the door, and it completely makes the car flush. I think that's a great touch, and I loved how all these car companies are doing this now. But anyways, I think it makes the car flow a little bit better once you hide those door handles. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the outside and the front and the side. Of course, you do have one thing that before I go to the back, you do have the cap to charge your car in the front, and you just connect that to a wall with whatever outlet they provide, and that's pretty much it. You get to charge your car. Now let's go around to the rear of the car. Well, I'm going to turn the car around so that way we could check out the rear and see how different it is there, and then I'm going to do what I always do, which is I'm going to try to fit a golf bag into the rear of this car. So let's do that now. All right guys, so I flipped the Jaguar I-Pace around, and I really want to show you guys this beautiful hatch design that this car has. And as you can tell, it looks kind of weird from the side because it's kind of flat, but in my opinion, it actually does look very nice. It kind of ties in the entire flow of this car together very, very nicely. If you're wondering what the numbers are for the cargo space, it's 25.3 cubic feet with the rear seats up. But if you want to put the rear seats down, you get 51 cubic feet of storage, which is quite a bit. So there's this bit that I do in all my reviews, and that is trying to fit a golf bag into the rear or into the cargo space of the cars that I review. So that's what I'm going to do for you guys right now. So give me 1 second and get set up with my golf bag, and we'll do this. All right, so I'm gonna pop the trunk open, and this key does have the power lift gate to be able to open up the trunk. So let's do this real quick. So it does have a front, so I'll show you guys that in a bit. Enough storage space in the front to actually store a few bananas and of course the charger. And yes, that's right, I said bananas. But I'm gonna pop the trunk right now, so just click on the button once and the trunk opens up beautifully. So I mentioned to you guys that it was 25 cubic feet of storage, and this car already comes with the spare tires. So I don't know if you guys think that maybe my golf clubs won't fit, but it does come with that. You could, you know, obviously leave that at your house if you want to, so you don't have that, you don't carry that thing around all day. But anyways, let's get started with trying to fit my golf bags or my golf clubs into the rear of the car. Got the bad boys right here. And it's a little bit tough with this spare tire, but I mean, I think that fit pretty easily. I don't know about you guys, but you can see that there's plenty of space left. Even if you take out the spare tire, there is a ton of space there. So let me move that there. That's for the leather. And let me take out this spare tire so you guys can really see. All right, I'm gonna put this down, hold on. All right, so I took out the tire and I just left the golf clubs in here, and there is so much more space here, back there. Of course, the golf clubs I have to put it diagonally, but yeah, guys, I mean, this has plenty of space. So now that we've covered how much space this car has and the outside, how it looks, let's go in the car and go for a drive and talk about the interior features that this car does have. All right, guys, so now that I'm in the interior of the Jaguar I-Pace, I want to go over a few things that I found really cool in this car. And the first thing that I want to go over is the sound system. So this comes standard with 11 speaker and subwoofer sound system from Meridian, and it's 380 watts. So the sound system sounds great, but if you don't think it sounds great, like good enough, you could go to the HSE model, and then you'll go up to 850 watts and an 18 speaker and subwoofer sound system, which I think is just insane. Anyways, now to the driver's perspective here, let's go and see this dash. So this is fully digital. You cannot change this around unless you go to like a different mode, like different sport mode. So I'm gonna change it here. I'm gonna press it now. You're gonna see it change here. So it kind of just changes the color pretty much. I don't think you can really change anything. I tried playing with the buttons here and you can't really change so much what you see there, but I think it's perfectly fine for what you need. You have your power, miles per hour, navigation there, and what you're listening to. I think that's all you need. And of course, this one does come up with heads-up display. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it here. Yep, there it is. So it does come with heads-up display, and I think that's pretty cool too. It's very bright, and that's pretty much it for this part. I mean, now with the modes, of course, you have dynamic, which gives it a little bit more responsive throttle, comfort, eco, snow, etc. Now for the center console, so everything here is touchscreen. There's not that many buttons on here, except for, like, you know, choosing if you want to drive, go in reverse, neutral, all these, you know, those different settings here, and then of course the performance settings. And I'm gonna get to these buttons here in a little bit. But anyways, jumping back over here, I know I'm all over the place, but jumping back over here, the touchscreen is actually very responsive. So you can see that I'm going around through the settings. It's very responsive. You have 360 camera, which is great, and then you could double tap on what you want to see, and you can see the 360 on there. Let me just double tap to go back. Of course, you could change the different camera views. So if you want to see the sides, you can just choose which side you want to look at, and of course the front, rear, back, forward, you know, whatever. You have so many different cameras that all over this car. That's fantastic. This car also can self park itself, but I'm not trying that. There's no way I'm trying that with you guys. no, I want to be able to drive these cars again. Let's continue down to these buttons here. So these buttons here feel a little flimsy, but I was like trying to figure out how to put the air up and like how to lower and raise the temperature, and it's here, but then I was oh no, so you see that I don't like this at all, right? So I get the concept, right? So to control the fan speed, it has to push for the air, right, and then pull for the fan speed. I mean, it's kind of cool, but I don't like it personally. I wish they would have put it on here instead, and not here, because it kind of confuses people. And it took me like 2 minutes to figure it out, but still, I didn't really like it that much. But anyways, let's move on from that and let's continue to the rest of the car. So here in the center console, you have 2 cup holders here, which are pretty large. You could definitely fit a big 7-Eleven cup right here. You have storage right down here, the cubby, which is actually pretty deep, and you could take this out, so it makes it even bigger. But let's just put that thing back in there, and you have 2 USB ports right there that I just noticed with a 12-volt port. The seats are very comfortable. They're kind of big, so they don't hug you that much. But of course, this is a more comfort car. It's not like a sporty or racy type of car, but I do like it. There's plenty of space in the rear seats, which I'm gonna go to right now. I'm gonna sit back there so that you guys can see how much leg space there is for me. Remember, I'm 5'9", so let's see how big that space is for me. So let's do that right now. All right, guys. So now that I'm in the rear of the car, I mean, there's a ton of space back here. I mean, look at the leg room. There is like a full hand's worth of space here. And this, I didn't move the seat. This is how I would be driving it if I was driving it right now, but there's no one there. But yeah, there's plenty of space back here. There's plenty of headroom, and of course this beautiful roof that just looks fantastic in this car. But yeah, guys, this car has a lot of space. It really takes me by surprise how little these cars look and how much space they actually do have. It's kind of nuts. And of course, here are more cup holders in the center seat that you could use, and their little storage spaces on the side of the doors all over the place, and more Meridian speakers back here. In the center, you have more 12-volt ports here. I couldn't even say that. And USB ports back here that are 5 volts. And that's pretty cool. I didn't know that was actually back there, so that's a nice little touch that they added to this car. But I don't think there's not that much else to say about this car, so let's go for a drive and take this thing back. And I'm gonna do a little 0 to 60 pull, because this car does have a lot of horsepower, and I'll tell you guys about that in a few seconds when I start driving this thing. All right, guys, so I'm here stuck at a light, but I just drove the car around the block, and right off the bat, this car feels very, very nice while driving on the road. I feel 0 bumps on this car whatsoever. So it feels like I'm driving on a cloud. I guess the seats have something to do with it, because I do not feel any bumps whatsoever. The only thing that I do find kind of weird is the brake pedal feel. It feels kind of weird when you go to brake. It feels like there's something, I don't know how to explain it, but there's like something that's making the brake pedal rattle when you step on it. Very, very weird. But let's talk about the horsepower numbers on this car, because that's something I do want to cover. So 394 horsepower, 512 foot-pound of torque. So much that it propels this car from 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. So I'm here at the back street, and I'm gonna test that acceleration for you guys, so you guys can see my reaction. And I already accelerated a little bit here and there, but never from 0 from a standstill. So let's see how this thing goes. Oh, there's a car there. Whoa! Oh my God. All right, that was freaking fast, man. Okay, so I could do this all day. All right, so that was freakingly, like, that was fast. So I was in dynamic mode, and I'm speechless, like. Oh my God, guys. All right, so that sold me the car. I mean, the car has great features, but that acceleration right there just pretty much sold me the car. Like, that's it. Electric powered cars are going to, like, I'm speechless. I can't even talk. I'm sorry, I can't. This has never happened to me before. I mean, geez, that was fantastic. All right, so this car starts. let's talk about the pricing. So this car starts at $69,000 for the regular base model, which comes with the same amount of horsepower. It doesn't have like a bunch of like other features like the dual headlights, the power folding mirrors, power liftgate, and so forth. But for $69,000, you get to have this same car with the same features in the inside, pretty much. And you have the same acceleration, which is crazy. The range is not too good, I guess, comparing it to like Tesla. The range for this car, I think, is 249 miles with a full charge. So it's not that much, but I mean, at this point, I would just get it for the acceleration. I mean, that was just, again, I was speechless. But anyways, I'm gonna leave the video at that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I sure as hell did, especially that last part back there. I want to give another huge thank you to the Collection Florida, especially Nelson and Mr. Snay in the Jaguar department for letting me take this car out and review it for you guys. If you need any new Jaguar, please make sure to give them a call, send them an email, text them, whatever. They're great guys, and they'll definitely get you in the car that you want. Anyways, I think that's it for me. Let me just do another little quick pull. 20 miles per hour. Oh my God. And yeah, if you like this video, make sure you click, give me a thumbs up. I can't even talk. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and so you can see all the crazy shenanigans that I do and other car reviews that I will do for you guys. That's it, guys. Catch you guys on the next Milli Road review.